You live?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just came up. You see it? Let me see. Let me get a chance. Yeah, for Wait a minute. What's up? Is yours? I have to. Oh, this one's mine. Yeah. It's horrible. Yeah, sorry. Hey, you could turn it off for me, Brother Michelle?
It's well.
Yeah, I got you. It's right here. All right, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Shem Yashab Barakatham. See how I sound on your on the phone. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check mine as well. Let me see here. Hold on. Okay, solid. Boom. All right, get the most high hand. All right, today we're going to be holding the Sabbath service. Of course, today is the Sabbath. The Sabbath ranges from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. That is the Sabbath day. The Sabbath does not change based on the month. The Sabbath does not change. It's every 7 days. You understand? Other, people who claim to know the Bible and really don't say that the biblical Sabbath is based on the moon and it changes with the lunar cycle and all that garbage. Mm-hmm. It's incorrect. We already done myth busted that plenty of times. But today we're going to be going over the Holy One of Israel. If you don't know who that is, you will, I assure you, by the end of this class. So the brother and myself, I imagine. We'll go to harm. All right, Latazah, present thyself and thy registry.
Latazah Bun Yahawada.
So, Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmad, and Barak.
Latazah Bun Yahawada, Bun Yashala.
Latazah ban Yahawah ban Yashrala. Then salute. You gonna stay right there? Here you go.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah right thumb.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakah. Come up to you, right? Yeah, that's right. All right. Go ahead, blow that shofar. Oh, it's after. Go ahead. Sorry, face me. And then grab it. There you go. Sorry. And then Barak.
Lion Shala.
YAHANNA, which means to Israel. So, yeah. Sorry, face me. Sorry. Solid. All right, knee blood again. And now, I just if you could, Baba Shah, place that on the brother's shoulders. We will be doing the prayers. Sorry, face me. So if you're a brother, your head is to be uncovered. If you are a sister, your head is to be covered. That is found in the Bible. That's found in Corinthians, amongst other scriptures, to support what we're saying. Honoring the Lord that way, all right? So I'll say the prayers in the Hebrew, and Itazam will say the prayers in English. Come. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Kaba'ah, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Haya, Bashemayim, Matan Lanawa, Bakam, Call, Yawam, Salak Lanawa, Kabawath Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawath Yanawa, Mala'ah, Abiyah Nawa, the Messiah one, Baal, Hoshai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Ha'ala, the Parath, Alumium, Amun.
It's the Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
And also note, you must face the east when you pray. This is Hakak, or the power. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Baba Kushah, Natan Lanawa, Hakak, Arapa'ah, Call, Makala, Wakal, Maduwa, Hakak, Atahar, Ha, Atazarayim, Hakak, Hakwayim, Hamathim, Hakak, Al, Atawath, Atamala, Agarashan, Ba'ashum, Yahweh Shai, Wada, Amun.
This is Hakak, which is the power in the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
The blessings. Barakatah Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Wamayaka'ala, Wa'alahayim, Matazabiyah, YAHANNA, Ha'alawapyum, Ha'surumyum, Ha'kwatazayanyum, Ha'chiyayoyum, Waha'akwatyum, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, the water, Amen.
The blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
And
Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General YAHANNA. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a, Yenya, Oh, Haryam, Mayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Ratazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Yanawam, Shamarka, Yana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasharallah, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Zalka, Al-Yad, Yamka, Yawamam, Shamash, La'a, Yakaka, Yarach, Walayala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Makal, Rai, Yashamar, Napashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Athka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'aita, Wa'ai,
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help comes from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
He
that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade.
Upon thy right hand.
Upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee.
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
From all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
All,
Yamayah, Malakah, All, Akarash, Ma'al, Shakwat, All, Kaya, Yana, Yahweh-Yah-Ka, Mayawan, Ra'ash, Al, Amakah, Ayamwa, Sawadah, Wayatah, Yatazawa, Al, Kalpuwanyaka, Marwa, Akawa, Kakidam, Magalia, Wala'a, Zakar, Sham, Asherallah, Awadah, Kaya, Yawa, Tazawa, Laba, Chadwa, Al-Yaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Aliyah, Alawam, Alawa, Ishmaelium, Awaba, Hagarium, Yabal, Amawan, Malak, Alashath, Yashabia, Tazawar, Yum, Ashawar, Malawa, Imam, Ayawa, Sarawai, Bunya, Yawat, Salah, I.S.U.P.K, Shalaham, Hamadian, Makasaya, Sarah, Ayabyan, Banakal, Yashwan, Shamadwa, Bayan, Dara, Iowa, Yaman, Adma, Sayatamwa, Nada, Yabawa, Kairab, Kazaba, Kazabak, Katazalmanai, Call, Sayak Amwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Lairashad, Lanuwa, Ath, Nawath, Alahayim, Alahayah, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Rakha, Ka'ash, Dabaira, Yaira, Wa, Alaba, Alahat, Haryam, Kun, Daradatma, Iraka, Babasa, Wapathka, Dabahalam, Mala'ah, Anyam, Kalawan, Waya, Kwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya, Wahalwa, Adyai, Aya, Kaparwa, Waya, Labadwa, Waya, Yahawa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Alyawan, Alkal, Ratazah.
Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
They that hate thee.
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
Lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted.
Against
thy hidden ones.
Against thy hidden ones.
They have said, Come.
And
let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
The name of Israel.
The name of Israel.
Maybe no more remembrance. For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together
with one consent.
One consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites.
Moab.
Hagarim.
And
Hagarim.
Babal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. A sword also was joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kison. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the
Make
earth.
their nobles like a red.
Make their nobles like a red.
Like Zaid.
Like Zaid.
Yea. All their princes. As Zabah. And as Amun. Who said, let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves
the houses of God in possession.
the house of God in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stubble before the
As
wind.
a stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame set the mountains
And
on fire.
as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
Make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
That they
shame.
may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Lord.
O Lord.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble.
In trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
Whose
name alone. Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all earth.
Over all the earth. All right, sorry. You hand it to me, sorry. Like this. All right. Shabium, which means you may be seated. All right. Let's get right into it. So, let me see here. How we do it is every Sabbath we read 7 verses in the Hebrew and then followed by the English. As you see in the title, you see the Holy One of Israel. And the Holy One of Israel, of course, is the Most High. You understand? And our people have ceased from following the Most High, has turned their back on the Most High, and in results, we die every day.
Right.
In results, we're at the very bottom. As a result, we suffer as a people because we disobey the Holy One of Israel. You see? So we're going to read, give me the book of Isaiah. Get the book of Isaiah. Oh, in the Tanakh. The Tanakh consists of, the Old Testament, the entire Old Testament from Malachi to Genesis. You see, but we're going to read Isaiah. Let me see your Bible. Start at the 60th chapter. I love this Bible. I always tell you that, huh?
You do.
Like the words are like the perfect, like just perfect. Isaiah 60 and we're gonna start at start at 10. You saw the Hebrew or for time? Yeah, okay, no sweat. Yeah. So yeah. No sweat. Start at 10. You'll read it in English, all right? So we're gonna read this and we're gonna break down what we were talking about, all right?
60 and 10.
Right.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 10. It's like it's gonna be a little.
No sweat.
Let's see. Banya. Let's see. Na Baar. Kamathian. So like it. Yabal Bayam. Yashad Daf Nayan. Kaya Bakwataza Papaya Kayatha Yaan.
You got it.
Yep. Yeah. It's like it. Yabarataza Naya Haka Mathayan. Yep. Pathakya Sha'ai Ra'an Thumb Yad Yeah, but it's like it. Ma'am.
Yawamum.
Yawamum. Ya
Walayala.
Walayala. La'a. Ya
Yasagarwa.
Yazakarwa. La ka
Laha.
laha baya'a. Allah ya'an.
Alyaka.
Slakia. Alyaka ka ya'al. Khayal. No. Gawayum. Mala.
Wa mala kayath. It's like wa mala kayahum.
Wa mala
Kayahum.
na naha
Wagayum.
nawa yagayum kaya hagaya yahamalaba'a ashar la'a ya'abad yun yabadya it's like yahapa ya'am ka it's like ka ra'ab yahab da it's like
Yakadwa. Third line, right? La pa r.
Wait, hold on.
You on the third line?
I'm on 13 now.
Okay. So that's Kabawad.
Halaban yat. Yan.
La bunyaka.
Halabunyaka.
Alahayaka. Oh no, that's the first. The one before that was Hala Bunyawum, and then the next one is Alyaka.
That's why.
Alyaka. Wait, let me see the English. 13.
Yeah, I'm on 13.
Yeah, Alyaka.
Okay, Alyaka. Yep.
Wa'a.
Wa'a. Karyash. Thadar. Ya Thashayad. Yakadwa. Lapa'ar. Makwawum. Makwadashya. Makwadashya. Wamakwam. Regalia. Abba.
No, Aka.
That's a ka.
See, it's a ba next to it.
Oh.
It's slightly different.
Yeah, Akabad.
Last verse.
And then
Halakawa.
Wahalakwa.
Alyaka.
Shakaya.
Shakawash.
Shakawash,
Bunya.
it's like it. Bunya,
Mm-hmm.
Ma'an Ya'an,
Ma'anyaka.
Ma'anyaka, Wa, it's like it. Washa Tha'ak, Waya, I'll Kapawa'af, that's Ragal Ya'an, Ba'al, Manya, Sagya, Manya Ataza Wa'an, Da'an, La'an, Ayad, Yahweh, Tazaya'an, Quadyash, this is the last one. Yasha'al. You want me to keep going? I'm on verse 15.
That's it. Give brother a hand. All right. That Hebrew is serious. So let's read it in English.
To 15.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls.
Right. This is going into how when Christ returns and the empires of today, such as America being the number one, and Russia and China, Indonesia and Iran and all these different nations with power and nuclear capability, Korea, South Korea, North Korea,
right.
You understand? All these nations will be subject to the authority and power of who the world calls Jesus Christ, Yahawashi Mashiach. They all will be in some total subjection, willingly or by force.
Right.
You see? And in that day, when the children of Israel return home, the sons of strangers are going to build their walls. You're going to build the kingdom of heaven. You think I'm going to do it?
Right.
You think I'm going to get in the hot sun and, plant plants and mow the yard? No. And build up the walls? And no. We're gonna have like a lot of times gonna have a huge plantation. I'm not keeping it. I'm not gonna make sure that the cotton is picked.
Right.
I'm not gonna make sure that the freshest of fruits are in my presence come morning.
Right.
You can understand? Keep reading.
And their kings shall minister unto thee.
And their king's gonna serve us as well. Beginning with Yahawashi, they're gonna serve Yahawashi first. But the brother that Yahawashi is, he said that we're going to enjoy it with him.
Right.
You understand? Yeah, and that's all, the water to his sacrifice.
Right.
That, he did 2,000 years ago. Keep reading.
For in my wrath I smote thee.
For in his wrath, he smote the children of Israel. Because why? We wanted to get high. We wanted to sleep with other men's wives. Right. Women wanted to be whores. We wanted to do everything abominable under the sun to the Most High. And so he smote us. How? By putting us in slavery. You understand? Keep going.
But in my favor.
But in his favor. Because a part of the Lord's favor is Christ dying for us. So our sins could be blotted out and us given a second chance. You see? And in his favor, keep going.
Have I had mercy on thee?
Have mercy on us. Not by the blood of bullocks, but by the blood of the Messiah, Christ. Read on.
Therefore, thy gates shall be open continually.
Our gates going to be open continually, meaning they're going to be bringing in goods all the time. They're going to be bringing in goods, bringing in the best spices,
right?
The best herbs, the best food, the best cattle, the best, you name it, the best of the best.
Right.
You understand? Keep going.
They shall not be shut day nor night.
Read on.
That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
And you're going to bring the forces of the Gentiles. And what does that mean? The Gentiles, in this context, are the other nations.
Right.
And you other nations are going to be subject to the children of Israel.
is going to be the superpower of the earth.
Right.
And you're not. Esau, you're done.
Right.
You're fit. Give me a second address. You got your apocrypha on you? No sweat. No sweat. Can you grab it out the
I got you.
No sweat. Right. Give me second address. Right. Esau is finished. Who is Esau? You may be wondering. Esau is a so-called white man, so-called white race. He is the progenitor of the Caucasian race. You see? Go ahead and you got second address. Read that. It was Isaiah one more time, and then pick it up in address.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls.
You're going to build up our walls, and that's what you blacks and Hispanics. Don't worry about it, Isaiah. That's what you blacks and Hispanics have to something to look forward to.
Right.
Like all of our lives, we've just been, so programmed to think going to college is making it.
Crazy.
That's great. Okay, that's cool. That's amazing. If you can do it, go to college and get a degree in this and learn a trade or, there's nothing wrong with that. So that's not making it. You understand?
Right.
The Lord said that this is not our rest.
Right.
And he's going to deliver us from Babylon. This is Babylon. America, I don't know if anybody told you. This place is going to go up in flames. It's going to be destroyed. That's a fact. That's biblical prophecy that neither you or I, not that I would want to ever, can stop. You see? Read on.
And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls,
Mm-hmm.
and their kings shall minister unto thee.
Uh-huh.
For in my wrath
Uh-huh.
I smote thee,
Uh-huh.
but in my favor,
And his what?
in my favor
Uh-huh.
have I had mercy on thee.
And he's going to have mercy on us. The water to Yahawashi Mashiach.
Right.
You read that in 2 Ezra 6 and 9.
The book of 2 Ezra.
To show the end of you heathens, the end of your evil empires. You understand? Read on.
The book of 2 Ezra,
Mm-hmm.
chapter 6, verse 9.
Read.
For Esau
is
the end of the world.
the beginning of the world.
The end of the world.
Which means what? That he'll be the one at the height of power.
Right.
That's give me Job 9:24. He'll be the one at the height of power at the end. Who's at the height of power? That's how you know who Esau is.
Right.
Them elite banking families, them different European families,
Right.
they who finance wars and pass legislations. It's not us.
Right.
It's not the Japanese. It ain't even the Africans. It is the so-called European, so-called white man, the Caucasians. Right. And they are Esau. Keep going.
For Esau
Uh-huh.
is the end of the world.
Give me Job 9:24.
I got you.
Hold that.
This is
Read.
the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24.
Uh-huh.
The earth is given unto the hands of the wicked.
Uh-huh.
He covereth the faces of the judges
He
thereof.
covered the faces of the judges thereof. Meaning what? This man who rules in wickedness, who was given a specific season to rule the earth, covered the faces of the judges thereof. What is that process called? That was called iconoclasm during the Renaissance.
Right.
Which in the French means rebirth.
Right.
Right? The period where they defaced all the dark images and whitewashed them. That's the process called iconoclasm. Icon meaning image, clasm means the destruction or defacing of. Right? When they knocked off all the noses of all the statues of us being looking royal. You see? Keep going.
Khan. If not, where and who is he?
If not, where and who? If he's not Esau, if he's not the oppressor, then who is? Go back to 2 Ezra 6:9. But the Most High, in His mercy and in His favor, said what? Also get that in Job. Well, you ain't got to. I just say it. The triumphant of the wicked is short.
Right.
His rule is not going to be forever. Read on. 2 Ezra.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9.
Uh-huh.
For Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the end of the world. Read on.
And Jacob.
And who?
And Jacob.
Moab.
And Jacob.
Ammon.
Jacob.
Ham.
Jacob.
Read.
Is the beginning.
The what?
The beginning.
Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel are the beginning. Read on.
Of it that followeth.
Meaning what? We're up next.
Right.
We're the ones that after Christ returns, it's our time to rule.
Right.
Our time to step up to the plate, so to speak. Under Christ, under the authority of the Most High. You see? Now go back in Isaiah. You can chime in. Y'all chime in. You a priest now, huh? You can chime in.
You're already. Wow,
Right? Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, thy gates shall be open continually.
Mm-hmm.
They shall not be shut day nor night.
Mm-hmm.
That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles,
Mm-hmm.
and that their kings may be brought.
Mm.
For
Hold on, that their king might be brought out to them. Vladimir Putin, as bad as you think you is,
Right.
you going into slavery.
Right.
You understand? Who was just a crowned king in England? You're going into slavery, according to the Bible. How do I know that? Oh my God, these brothers a hate group and they hate God, and how could you say such a thing? Well, let's read Psalms 149, please. Someone give me Psalms 149, and I want you to start at 5. Are we hateful? Is that hateful to want justice? Is it wrong for me as a Native American to say what you did to my ancestors was absolutely horrible? Or to my Puerto Rican, Psalm 140.
149.
149th chapter.
At the top verse.
Start at 5. He'll read it in the book. That's solid.
Okay, cool.
the book of Psalms, chapter 149, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Let the saints be joyful in glory.
Let the saints be joyful in glory. Who are the saints? Give me Psalm 148:14, chapter 2 prior.
The book of Psalms, chapter 148, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
He also exalteth the horn of his people.
Who is his people? Give me Exodus 18:1. Who are his people? This is how the Bible is understood.
Right.
You understand? Precept upon precept. Precept upon
line.
precept. There you go. Go ahead, Isaiah. Get down.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, I'll wait till he gets it. I got a precept after.
Okay, no sweat. You know, I started going.
No, you too wild.
The book of Exodus, chapter 18, verse 1.
Why are we here? To show who his people are. Read that.
When Jethro, the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law,
Moses' father-in-law's name was Jethro. He's a Midianite. Read on.
heard of all that God had done for Moses
Who else?
and for Israel. Israel,
Read.
his people.
Who is Israel?
His people.
Who is Judah?
His people.
Benjamin.
His people.
Levi.
His people.
Issachar.
His
Zebulun.
people. His
Asher.
people. His people.
You understand? His people are the children of Israel. Go back to Psalms 148:14.
Book of Psalms, chapter 148, verse 14. He also exalted the horn of his people.
Read.
The praise of all his saints.
Who's the saint?
Even
Who?
of the children of Israel.
Who?
The children of Israel.
The Catholic Church?
The children of Israel.
Unorthodox?
The children of Israel.
Yeah, the children of Israel are the saints. You understand? No one else can be a saint. If you're not an Israelite, you cannot be a saint.
Right.
You understand? You're an Israelite by birth.
Right.
By birthright. You can't be converted to an Israelite.
Right.
Same way I can't convert to being Chinese.
Right.
Go ahead. You want to say something like that?
Sluggy, if I could. I mean, it's just a quick precept. Going back to what you were saying before about, they call us a hate group and everything, but everybody, we were just talking about this earlier a lot, is everybody believe in the Bible until you hear something that you don't want to hear.
Right.
So, Deuteronomy 32:7, I'll read it real quick. It says, remember the days of old, consider them the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, they will tell thee. So it's just funny to me how all these there's many other nations that were under Esau's rule. You know what I mean? So, but the one thing about all these other nations, they get to talk about the horrible things that happen to them and the crimes and the hatred that is committed towards them, right? But when you see Black people in America, or you see so-called Native Americans, or so-called Latinos, and we're talking about the oppression that we still go through and still have to deal with to this day. Matter of fact, not that long ago, I believe it was last year or earlier this year, it's something called the Crown Act. So for those of y'all who don't know, the Crown Act is an acronym, and pretty much it's more so for Black women, but it's for Black men too. Long story short, it's so that we can have our natural hair in public spaces at the work center. So I'm sitting here, and it doesn't sound like it's really that big, right? But you really got to think about it. It's 2023, and you mean to tell me 100 and some years after slavery, and we're just now getting a bill or a law to be passed just so we can be Black?
That's crazy.
In your natural, just for you to look how you look and not be bothered when you go to work for somebody else. So my thing is, when we bring up slavery, first of all, if anybody who's so irritated of so-called Blacks and natives who are bringing up slavery, I'm sorry, but we're going to keep talking about it until Christ come back, okay? Because we talk about it, you get irritated, but the so-called Jewish man, he can talk about the Holocaust. They teach the Holocaust in school. I learned about the Holocaust when I was in 7th, 6th grade.
Right.
So why is it that we get to learn about everybody else's oppression, so to speak, but when we're speaking about it, and this stuff still happens today? Was Jordan Neely, the brother that was just killed in broad daylight by a white Marine veteran on a train for yelling. The brother didn't put his hands on nobody. The brother didn't have a weapon. He didn't really do anything, but because he was, first of all, he had a mental illness, and he was homeless, and he was just yelling because, you know, he's homeless. Lord knows what that brother was going through. You know, he's just down and out. He's having a mental breakdown on a train. And instead of trying to help him or at the very least ignore him, he was killed in broad daylight, strangled for 15 minutes. I don't know who's ever gotten into a fight. But if you fight somebody for 15 minutes, 15 minutes is a long time. Like how many minutes is in a round?
3
bucks. 3 minutes.
That's 5 rounds.
That's 5 rounds.
Heavyweight rounds.
So imagine being strangled and put in a rear naked chokehold for 15 minutes. And there were other people that were assisting and putting his arms down.
Right.
Y'all can go see the video if you think I'm lying. My point being is, you're supposed to remember the days of old. You are supposed to remember the horrible things that have happened to your ancestors and what still happens to us today, because those who don't learn about their history are doomed to repeat it. Y'all heard that saying before. So yeah, we do have the right to remember the horrible things that happened to our people. It's only fair. Right. Everybody else gets to do it. Like the Jewish man, they still getting Nazis.
Right.
Today.
Right.
They're still getting, like, they were locking up German Nazis who were 80-something years old. 80-something years old. They on their deathbed. And they still got them because they wanted justice for their people. So it's only right that the real Jews, the real Israelites, want justice for their people. That's all I got on that slide.
Right. Good. Excellent point. Keep going. Where we at? Isaiah 60?
12 verses.
Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
Right. This is God talking.
Right.
This is not me. This is in the Bible. Who are these nations that's going to be destroyed? That can't be God loves everybody.
Right.
It can't be. It's impossible. You see that? So what is your pastor talking about? What is the Pope talking about? What is the Dalai Lama who's telling children to suck on his tongue talking about?
Crazy. Wow. That's wild.
You understand? I say that because these are people you look up to.
Right.
These are people that you held in high regard all your life.
Your religious leaders.
Your religious leaders.
Who are known to be pedophiles.
I mean, that's just a fact.
And like, it's like, Salagi, if I may, like, it's been, I mean, it's redundant at this point. It's been brought up how many times? And people still follow the Pope.
That's crazy.
People still follow the Christian pastor and so on and so forth. And they're it's just crazy. You got something to say?
If I may,
go ahead.
It's baffling when you really think about it. Somebody is molesting your children over and over and over. Each generation. This is not just our generation. It's before us. Over and over and over. And you still decide to go follow that. You know, a Catholic priest is grabbing your infant and sucking his penis. Literally, that's what they do. I don't mean to sound like a rip. He sucks his penis.
That's nice.
And it's known they give the child herpes because they suck so many infant penises and have sex with little boys. They give the child herpes. And as a Hispanic or a black man or a Native American, you still follow that. Yeah. You know, the preacher in every neighborhood is driving a Rolls Royce or a nice Cadillac or whatever, and you can barely pay your bills generation after generation, and you still hand this man money as if it's gonna get you into heaven. Like, when do you stop being fooled? Is it like when do you wake up and be like, you know what, man, this guy's pimping me. This guy's pimping me. This guy's taking advantage of me. When do you stop and realize it? And when do you say enough is enough? Do you just keep living with that? Do you like it? It's at the point it seems as though you like it. You like to get pimped. And you look at us as though we've lost our minds when we've seen the game, when we've seen the con, and we call out the con, and you think as though we're tripping or we're crazy when we're tired of it. We're standing up for it. We're speaking out against it, but we're hated. Am I hated because I tell you the truth? That's Matthew. Like, that's Christ saying it. Shalaki, that's right.
Nah, that's an excellent point. If I may, like, You brought up a good point. A lot is like, it's almost as if they do like it. And the problem is a lot of our people today, I hate to say it, have been groomed to be very wicked.
Right.
Like they like sin. They like the thrill of sinning and getting away with certain things. So they will follow these leaders.
Right.
They will follow your Christian pastor, your pope, or your Muslim mosque, or whoever the hell you want to believe in today, because they know that they cannot be held accountable. Because if your leader is wicked, you're allowed to be wicked. Because if they come to you, like if your pastor is known for, like you said, like molesting children, which a lot of pastors are known for that, and let's say you molest children, and now all of a sudden, I don't know, maybe something got into the pastor. He like, you know what, this is wrong. You shouldn't do that.
Right.
You gonna look at him and be like, but you do it.
Right.
So you follow these leaders because a lot of you are not who you say you are. Now, if you want to be a real, like, first of all, we're only talking to the children of Israel. Let's just get that straight real quick. If you truly want to serve God and you truly love your people, you will come into the I.S.U.P.K, Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under Command and General YAHANNA.
Right.
If you really love your people. If you don't, then, well, the fruits of your labor will show. You will be shown for who you are. The Lord has exposed many people. He's still doing it on a very large scale, by the way.
Right.
So, I mean, if you want to be the next person to get exposed, I mean, I guess be my guest, but don't cry or complain about it when you've been wicked this whole time and we're here. Like, we could be doing anything else right now. Like me and the brothers right here, we could be asleep. We could be on the game.
A day party.
A day party. We could be out with some women. We'd be doing anything else right now.
Right.
But we chose to truly follow our King, Yahawashi Mashiach, and serve the Most High. So we come here on actual Sabbath.
Right.
And we come here to teach what is the law, statutes, and commandments that have been bestowed onto our people. The secrets that your Christian pastor loves to hide from you. I never even heard of an Israelite until I left the church.
Salaki, if I may ask, it's the Israelite, that word is like the most used word in the Bible. How come we go to church and we've never seen it?
Because your pastor is wicked.
That's crazy. You know what, man? Here's the gist of it, man. If you want a quick fix, you go to church. But if you want to get fixed, you come to I.S.U.P.K.
Damn right. He was on that
one. That's he said, "This is my moment." That's cold, though.
It's a real.
It's cold.
It's a real thing, man.
It's cold, though.
You go out. You go to church every Sunday, but not even in the church you doing wicked, man. I remember going to church, man. My partner had sex in the church parking lot with a chick, bro. That same dude, bro. I'm being 100, man. This same guy ended up having a fight in the church bathroom. this same guy, he shot up we go to church with these people, bro. The girl we go to church with, her brothers and him had a problem. He shot up their house.
Which one?
The people we was at church with. The girl we go to church with, her brothers go to church with us as well.
Okay.
He shot up their house. We all go to the same church together. He tried to kill these people. And that same service, he ended up singing church song. Dude, you all right? That's crazy.
That's Christianity.
That's Christianity.
And on top of that, one of my fond memories of church was the only one I have, and that was sleeping. I don't remember none of it, bro. I remember not wanting to go. I remember like church was horrible.
No, it really was.
It was horrible. Like if my friends went to stay the night on Saturday, it was a rule that they had to go to church with me on that. They wouldn't even want to stay the night.
That's the typical Judahites.
That was, bro. I was raised a Judite. I'm trying to tell you.
But no, that is true though. Like, and if I could real quick, like the points that you bringing up is. This is Christianity. This is the product of Christianity, like we said, like because you know that these religious leaders, so to speak, they're going to allow for you to do this stuff. No one's going to hold you accountable. That's why y'all go to church.
Right.
Yeah. You want to feel good, but you don't want to be told the truth. Y'all hear that saying, "The truth shall set you free." That's in the Bible, but you don't want to be told the truth because it hurts your feelings.
Right.
Well, so like you F your feelings. For real,
right.
Because the fact that we listen to when we say we're talking about brothers and sisters outside the school, of course, our people have always tried to listen to their feelings. When we were being brought up out of Egypt, the Lord didn't have to do that. When Moses and Aaron were sent to get us up out of Egypt, you want to know what we said? We want to go back.
Yeah.
We tired.
Yeah,
we hungry.
You know, why you bring us out here to die, man?
Yeah,
we had
man.
AC. I was making good bread,
Yeah.
like, you know.
But you were a slave.
Right.
But you was a happy slave. They said the best kind of slave was a happy slave.
Right.
So,
the sister said, I remember fighting in the churches.
Damn.
Best thing the churches did for me was kick me out. Get that sister hand.
Damn right.
And that sister right there is hardcore, man. She's a real good sister.
In every class.
Damn right.
Most
All right. Go ahead. Keep reading that, Isaiah.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 13. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary.
Man, look, you think Israel gonna be, you know, this wasteland?
Right.
Man, look, I slave out in Rancho Cucamonga, brother, and it's trees galore, mountains, just green.
It look nice.
It look amazing.
Right.
Like that's how I'd be like, man, this. Or I'll be watching like old videos, not old videos, but like you know, since I'm poor in America and I can't travel nowhere,
Right.
I'll be looking at like Japan.
You just dreaming?
Real talk. I'll be like YouTube. I put on the TV and I put it in 4K.
Right.
Japan, and it just showed me like beautiful. The landscaping and the mountains and the greens and I'm like, wow. And then I lay my black behind there.
Look where we at.
San Bernardino.
In the projects.
But look though, hey, I accept the fact that us as Israelites have disobeyed the Most High.
Right.
I'm not going to be one of the ones that keep disobeying the
Right.
Most High. So we're going to do everything we can to force Christ's hand, or force the Most High's hand to send Christ back. Because, you know, he got some ones down here that are obedient, that do serve him. You understand? So, you know, if you ain't with the program, you better get with the program.
Right.
So keep reading that.
To beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. Verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee.
The sons of them that this is gonna be my camp topic. The sons of them that afflicted thee. Keep going.
Shall come bending unto thee.
Hold on. What they say? I didn't do it.
Right.
That's the first thing.
I didn't do it. I didn't benefit from it. Yes, you did. Because I for sure benefited from my people's destruction.
Right.
You've definitely benefited from your people's prosperity and my people's destruction. Keep going.
If I want to bring up the precept?
Yeah, go ahead.
Lamentations, verse 5, chapter 5, verse 7.
You see that apocrypha?
Our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities.
Go ahead, break it down.
We didn't sin. We weren't there. We weren't there. We didn't do what they did in Israel. We didn't do what they did in the Persian Medes. We didn't do what they did in who else was out there? Babylonia, Greece, Rome. We didn't do any of that. We're here.
Persia.
I'm 32 years old. I wasn't there.
Right.
But I have borne the iniquities of my father. A Caucasian man or anybody from any other race thinks as though they didn't do it. They try to hide from judgment that they're going to receive. Hey, man, I went through the same thing you did. It's righteous judgment, man. My fathers weren't here. I mean, my fathers did it. I wasn't there. Right. They sinned. But I have to live in the ghettos, man. I have to live in the projects. Your father sinned and murdered us and took over this land and stole everything. You have to pay for it. It's only right. It's only right. When you look at the Lord, man, he's a righteous judger, man. He doesn't care about your money. He doesn't care about your power, your influence. It does not matter. If you do wrong or your fathers do wrong, he will seek justice. He will seek vengeance on you. I'm going through it. You're going to have to go through it.
That's a fact.
That's what it is.
Damn right. Read that one more time. Remember, the sons of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. Read that Lamentations 5 and 7
The
again.
book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 7. Our fathers have sinned and are not.
And that's a precept to show you that what your fathers, because this was going to blow your mind. You are your fathers.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
You are your fathers.
They're not ready for that.
Yeah, that's too much.
They ain't ready for that.
Go ahead and read Ecclesiastes 41 and 7. This is a precept to Isaiah, the sons of them that afflicted thee, and then also Isaiah 14:21.
Perfect. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 41, verse 7. The children will complain.
The children, when we at camp, the Edomites, brother, they hate hearing that we're pulling the rug back.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Because you know how you don't feel like doing your chores and you don't want to deal with it, so you just sweep everything under the rug. You sweep everything under the rug and you cover it with a rug. But here's the thing: the house is coming down. Before that house come down, we're pulling every piece of furniture out of that house. We getting all the dirt under that furniture. Everything you swept under that rug is being revealed.
Right.
You see? Keep going.
The children will complain.
The children will complain. They're going to come in front of the camp. That wasn't us. That wasn't me.
Right.
Read.
The children will complain of an ungodly father.
Your father was ungodly when he castrated minds.
Right.
Your father was ungodly when he packed us like sardines on them cargo slaves.
Right.
That was ungodly.
Right.
It was demented for you to grab our children ankle by ankle and rip them in half just to test your strength as sports. It was evil. It was evil and ungodly for you to cut off the heads of the Native American Indian and play football with it. Hence, that's really the origin of football. You understand? That was evil and ungodly of your fathers. Keep reading.
The children will complain of an ungodly father.
Why?
Because
what?
They shall be reproached for his sake.
We're gonna bring out everything you did to you. We're gonna reproach. Look how you bring us up on charges. We bring you up on charges.
Right.
You understand? So that's just the facts.
Statute of limitations.
Hey,
that's what
they call it, right?
Yep.
Keep going in Isaiah.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 15.
Keep going.
So line 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee.
The sons also of them that afflicted. Well, it's also one in Wisdom of Solomon that the righteous shall stand in great boldness in the face of such as have afflicted him.
Yes.
Oh my! Stop me! Hey. I'm trying to get to the class, but the precepts just keep coming up my mind. That's the Lord. You understand? Keep going.
The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee,
and all they that despise us, right? Keep going.
Shall bow themselves down.
They're gonna do what?
Shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
At the soles of the children of Israel's feet, beginning with Yahawashi Mashiach.
Right.
Because, and give me the last one I want. Give me Daniel. Give me Daniel 7 and 13. Because here's what Nebuchadnezzar saw. He saw all the empires and their rule.
Right.
That was a vision that the Lord gave him that he didn't understand. That was terrible unto him. And that statue that he saw, that multi-metallic image that he saw with the head of gold and the arms and breast of silver and so on and so forth, he saw that image get destroyed by a large stone. And that stone represents the kingdom of the Most High, governed by Christ.
Right.
Now, give me Daniel 7 and 13.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 13.
This is what you other nations have to look forward to. Your demise. Read on.
I saw in the night visions.
This is what Daniel said. I saw in the night visions. Read on.
And behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven.
With the what of heaven?
With the clouds of heaven.
With them chariots. Read on.
And came to the Ancient of Days.
They came to the Ancient of Days, the Most High. Read on.
And they brought him near before him.
And they brought they near before Christ. Before the Most High, Christ was brought. Read on.
And there was given him.
And there was given him what?
Dominion.
What else?
And glory.
And what?
And a kingdom.
And a what?
And a kingdom.
And a kingdom. Read on.
That all people.
Some people.
All people.
Read on.
Nations and languages should serve him.
Everyone outside of the children of Israel are going to be subject to the authority of the children of Israel.
Right.
Beginning with Yahawashi Mashiach.
Right.
Is that it on that?
No, sir.
Keep going.
His dominion is an everlasting dominion.
It's a part-time dominion.
Everlasting dominion.
Everlasting. Read on.
Which shall not pass away.
Listen, brother.
That's crazy.
Listen, sister. All the hell you go through, all the bills you laid on, all the bad news from the doctor that you received, everything negative in your life, have some hope in this, that Christ is coming back. All this is going to be coming to an end. Give Christ a hand. Give the Most High a hand. May this place burn in fire because it's going to. And it's all going to be to the glory of the Most High in Christ. Read on.
His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away.
Which shall not pass away.
And his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
And that's it. Because you other nations think that you're going to be in your huts at midnight thinking and scheming to devise a plan. How we going to take over the world. And then I'm going to teleport in front of you while you thinking these thoughts.
Right.
You understand?
I'm cool with that.
We're gonna have that power. So bro, that's a real thing.
Right.
We're men in the Bible, brother. I mean, Moses, through the power of the Lord, of course, split that Red Sea.
Right.
I'm sure that was miraculous.
Man.
I'm sure I was on the sideline like, this is amazing. I don't know what I was doing, but I know I was amazed. I know I was. It's like, of course, I'm not saying I was there. I could have been a child. I couldn't have not been there. I don't know. But when I read, I put myself in them scenarios and like, damn, how would have reacted if I saw Christ tell a man that was dead to wake up? I knew this nigga's dead. So like, I knew this man is dead in the tomb for the last week, and rigor mortis is coming in. His body is, the odor is, I saw him, so he's dead. This man walk in the tomb, tell him to wake up. Lazarus come out the tomb, bro. Just come on, man.
And you eating with him. You knew. You saw Lazarus dead. You went to his funeral, and next thing you know, a week later, you're having food with him,
brother.
How can you turn your back on that?
Look, when Christ died, when he died, that earthquake happened.
Right.
They said the graves of particular men were open, and they walked amongst the children of Israel. Mm-hmm. That's literal. And what that signified, because Christ is when Christ died, Christ is the resurrection. When Christ died, an earthquake happened immediately, and the veil was rent in two.
Right.
Meaning signifying what? Symbolizing what? Man, come on, bro. Is that it?
Hey, we better get a whole class.
You understand? Like, no more sacrifices. He was the last and ultimate sacrifice.
Right.
You see? So, for all you brothers and sisters that tapped in, what time is it?
12.
12. Yeah, we got to get on the road. Okay, no sweat. Go ahead and you can, you know what I'm saying? You brothers and sisters, make sure to share these classes, all right? Mm-hmm.